Day 500, 22 for 22. Good morning. I hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and do not quit. All right, so it's Red Friday. Please remember everyone deployed. We have people all over the place. We have them in Afghanistan, though half are supposed to be coming home. We have them in Iraq, Syria. We're supposed to be pulling out of there. Israel, Jordan, Kenya, all over sub-Saharan Africa. Europe, either stationed there or training in former Warsaw Pact countries. I'm sure we have some people in Central America. And then we have Korea and Japan. And then not to mention our Navy, who's out there controlling the sea lanes, doing their thing. Plus the Coast Guard. So, if you would, please say a prayer for them, remember them, and if you don't pray, do what you do. Now, I'm going to paint a picture here on day 500. All right, so bear with me, and I will say this now, that none of these are real headlines. But bear with me, take a knee and gather around and listen. The headline is the 82nd Airborne wiped out in Aleppo. Now, the article reads that 12,500 82nd Airborne soldiers, to include replacements and attachments, were decimated in the city of Aleppo after being surrounded by ISIS, Syrian forces, and augmented by Russian anti-air artillery, the S-400, and assorted AA artillery, AAA as they call it. The division was unable to get close air support in. Aircraft were lost due to the S-400 being a decent weapon system that denied our soldiers close air support. Syrian and ISIS forces closed in, and with being unable to get resupplied with ammunition and food, the 82nd was decimated. Every soldier killed. Now, also, we can play another game with this headline shit. Two Nimitz-class aircraft carriers and 6 Arleigh Burke destroyers were sank in the Persian Gulf this weekend for a total of 12,500 individuals, souls being lost. Male, female, Navy, Marine, you name it. Now, as I said, those headlines are fake, but the numbers are real. 12,500 souls have taken their own lives after returning from the combat zone or not even having served in combat. And that doesn't even count the active duty that is also taken, well, it counts the active duty that takes their own life as well. 12,500 in the 500 days that I've actually done push-ups. So the number's actually higher, but I don't have an accurate number of how many days I've actually missed, so I can't add those in. But dealing with straight numbers of what I have done for these push-ups in 500 days is 12,500 push-ups. Now, that equals out to less than what has actually taken their who have taken their lives in the time that I've done this, because as I said, there's been time I haven't done it. And it's probably in 2 years pushing 2-3 months of not doing push-ups, counting my weekends and time I took to go get my family, health issues, breaks that I've needed to take because of being me. But the numbers are real. 12,500. The 82nd Airborne is 10,800 individuals strong. We've lost more than a goddamn division of soldiers to our own hands. If that doesn't piss you off, or if you're sitting on the edge of that cliff, it doesn't make you think, I don't know what else will. This pisses me off, and I was one of those people that almost took that step off the goddamn cliff. Sorry, my language, and if you're Christian and all that and this offends you, I'm sorry. I'm fired up now because I'm putting this all together. I put it together on my walk, and now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm pissed. I can't say that there's no reason to take your own life, because you can think of 1,000 reasons to do it, but you got to find that one that makes you not do it. All right, and as I said, I have sat on the edge of that cliff. I have almost stepped off, and I did not. 12,500. That is more than a damn army division. That number right there, 10,800, is how many, according to the end strength of the 82nd Airborne right now, is, and that's an approximate number, of course, it's 10,800. An aircraft carrier is crewed by 5,000. That's air wing and ship's crew. So that's 2 Nimitz class, those behemoths of the seas, crews killing themselves. That is, if you put the 12,500 together, that is 2 aircraft carriers and 6 Arleigh Burke class destroyers. The crews have killed themselves. That is the equivalent. If that doesn't boggle your mind and make you stop in your tracks and think about what you're doing to yourself and others around you, that is 12,500 families that no longer have their member because of whatever reason they chose, or whatever the reason was that pushed them to the edge of that cliff. 12,500. Yeah, and I'm wrapped on a number. That's just crazy. When I was in the 7th Infantry Division, and it was still the Cold War, and Russia was still our main antagonist, and we were still planning to go fight them, we were told to expect 70% casualties out of a 10,800 man division then. 70% doesn't equal the whole damn division. We weren't even expected to lose everybody going up against the Red Horde. The fact that we've lost a whole division just in 500 days of what I've been doing is absolutely insane. We need to get a handle on this. And this starts with the people that are sitting on the edge of the cliff, taking that, looking at that tomorrow could be better. It may not, but the day after may be. And you got to stick with it, and you got to keep moving, and you got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting for yourself. If you went over to overseas, and I've said this before, if you went overseas and you rode in those convoys, or you went and did some door kicking and doing what you had to do and fighting, I forgot his goddamn name, but that dude in Fallujah, Solder City. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if, God dang it, if you went over there and you came back from that, yeah, it's a bad time. I understand. I've trained to do that, and I know it's not the same, but I've trained to do that, and it's not a joke. There's no joke in it. It's tough. It's hard. It is tough up on this, what you got to do, things that you have to do to make sure that you get your guys home or get you home. And no doubt that is hard, but that's a battle you won there. The real battle is here at home with you, fighting what you did over there. Get the help you need to make it whole, and I understand that there's going to be a piece of you that stays over there forever. No doubt about it. And I understand that. And I'm not discounting anybody's feelings or what they have gone through. But you have to fight to be here. You have to fight to be in your kids' life, because most of us have families that are, underneath us, not just our parents. But we've got to fight. We've got to fight for ourselves. And we've got to remember that in our darkest times, we got to remember that we matter, we are here, and we are not alone. And that you have people around you that will come and help you. You just got to let it happen. And you got to think that it's going to happen. That positive attitude I keep talking about, you got to have it. You got to recover it. Wherever you stuffed it, pull it out of the damn couch and stick it back in your head and get going. And I'm not saying man the fuck up by yourself, but I'm saying man the fuck up and get some help and be here. Be in your life. Be present here, not back there. Learn how to get out of it. And I know I say that, and it's somebody's going to say, oh, you don't understand. No, I kind of do. But the bottom line is you have to understand that you are here. You are here now. And for all those that have been lost before you, you need to live your best life because they can't. So don't come back here and get stuck inside your head and then stuck over there and not live the life here that those that did perish cannot. You have an opportunity to do them a solid and live the life that they can't because they did die over there. All right. Now there's a ton of other reasons: breakup of families, loss of careers, all that stuff. Yeah, it sucks. I've been through that. That I can honestly say. I lost my health, I lost my family, and I recovered one. I found one, and a good one. But I lost a family, lost a career, lost my health. All in a 4-year period. It was too much to take, and it pushed me to the edge. All right, so I get it. I get it. Now, the combat stuff, not so much because I wasn't there. But I do understand the mechanics of war. I do understand what happens. I do understand what is seen cannot be unseen. And it's tough. No doubt about it. And honestly, I do not know how I would react to everything that was seen. So I could be one of you, sitting on the edge of that cliff with PTSD, combat PTSD. All right, so I'm pushing on 12 minutes. Holy crap. But anyway, do what you got to do to be here. Get some help. There's people around you that can get you help. Message me. I've got a ton of people that I know that will get you help that you need. And more than likely, it will help you if you let it. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the Airborne Ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the fallen. I'm not going to plug myself today because it ain't about me. Do what you got to do to be here. If you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. No shame at all in getting help. Do what you got to do to be here. Bottom line is, please do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We will see you here Monday. Tough out.